Hi, my name is Amanda. Every morning when you take a shower, do you ever wonder where that warm water comes from? Every day when you eat food at home, do you ever wonder how your food remains fresh even when you bought it a week ago? Well, with this video today, we will be talking about a fridge and a heater that has aided us in our everyday lives.
Thank you, Amanda. My name is Amir and I'll be explaining the similarities and differences between Tesla's AC motor and Edison's DC motor. First, the similarities. They are both electromechanical devices which convert electrical energy to mechanical energy. They both use the concept of electromagnetic induction, and they also both have stators and rotors. First, the AC motor. The AC motor uses AC electricity or AC current. It is 1 and 3 phase and it generally produces more torque compared to its counterpart. For the DC motor only runs on DC electricity. It is a single phase and it generally produces less torque compared to the AC motor. That will be all from me. Thank you.
In this video, I'm going to explain about the function of machine. First is the refrigerator. Refrigerator is used to cool off the raw item or food to prevent it from being spoiled. The function of motor in the fridge is to make the fan move for the diffusion of cool air from the top to the bottom by blowing with the evaporator fan, and to make the compressor work. This is the inside diagram of the compressor. As you can see, the compressor has a motor here, and suppose evaporator fan should be here. On the other hand, the water heater is a device that heats up the cool water to produce hot water. The function of motor in the water heater is to blow off the exhaust gas from being packed in the water heater. The motor will spin the fan and blow the gas off. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dwayne, and as explained by my teammates earlier on the usage of motors, whether it's AC or DC, we also need to understand how does the machinery work in itself. So I'm here to explain the construction and the working principles of the refrigerator and the water heater respectively. The refrigerator basically works by transferring the heat from the inside of the fridge to the outside of the fridge, using the principles of condensation and evaporation. The main parts that makes innovation actually serve its purpose is these 5 main components. A simple flowchart for the flow and how it works is first, when the temperature rises above the set point, certain sensors will alert the compressor and the cycle begins. The cold liquid refrigerant enters and gets pressurized and condensed, and when the temperature is raised, it becomes a gas. This is then pushed towards the condenser coils on the outside of the fridge, where it meets room temperature and becomes liquid again. Now this cool liquid goes to the evaporator through the coils on the inside of the fridge, and then the refrigerant then absorbs the heated air from inside and then releases it back to the surrounding by evaporation. Okay, now secondly, for the water heater on the other hand, it has 9 main components and it's actually relatively simple. The thermostat is located behind the knob or dial that you use to control the desired temperature of the water inside the tank. The dip tube feeds cold water from your home's water lines to the bottom of the tank's interior, where the water starts to warm up. The heating mechanism stays on until the water reaches the temperature. As the water heats, it rises to the heat-out pipe at the top of the tank. Now, according to physics, water exiting the water heater at the top is always the hottest in the tank at any given moment because it's the nature of hot water to rise above the denser cold water. The secret to a water heater's design for separating cold incoming water from the hot outgoing water is that it relies on the simple basic principle that heat rises at the position of the heat-out pipe at the top of the water tank, does the rest. Thank you.
Instead of using a DC motor in the fridge, we could also use a AC motor such as an induction motor that are more simple and cheaper, and they're maintenance free motors unlike DC motors because due to the absence of brushes, commutators, and slip rings. In comparison to an AC motor powered water heater is an advanced brushless DC motor that because of its lack of a brush, it's more cheaper to maintain and a better pump speed control suitable for high and or low water pressure. The same motor that is used in a water heater is also used in furnaces and it is known as a blower motor, which is responsible for distributing warm air through the house.
Hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Thanks for watching.